everyone, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and I'm so excited to be live with you this evening. I'll be waiting a few minutes for everybody to join on. I will be doing a new psychic class in April, new Psychic 101 in April, and then I'll be doing a Psychic 202 sometime the middle to late May, right after Mother's Day, and so that'll probably be a weeknight. Hello, Miss Jennifer. So if y'all are interested in some classes, I do have that. I will be doing a class sometime in April, and I'm not sure quite what days are going to work out because I have one client that needs it all during the week. So we're going to see what we can work out with everybody else. Okay, so let me start with a couple of if you invite someone to join, make sure that they state your name, that you invited them, so you get credit for that. Now put your name into a bin and pull out a big prize for you guys. Hello, Miss Jennifer. Hello, Katie. So Jade is asking what her frequency is, and it's kind of like your angels and guides give me a message of like 1 to 100. And will give me a number. And so, Jade, tonight you're on a 72. Alec, you are on a 57. You want to know your frequency. It's kind of like just what area or where you're at energetically. Hello, Miss Luna. Thank you, Alec, for telling me that. So make sure you post a question. I will answer one question per person that joins in. I'll try not to repeat anybody. It's one of those that kind of just makes it a little bit easier for me. And so everybody gets one question. And I do not have my angel cards with me tonight. So I'll just have to wing it without them. So if y'all have any questions, go ahead and post them. I will... So Robert, your investments will pay off. I just think it's going to take a lot longer than what you've expected or kind of what you were told. So I do feel like they will make money. It's just going to take longer than expected. So if someone said a year, it's probably going to take closer to 2. If they said 9 months, it's more like 18 months. So just kind of double what they said. It will make money. The investment will just, it's going to take a little bit longer for it to start paying off. Okay, Katie. Katie's. I do think it's going in the right direction, Katie. Kind of asking about the job. I do feel like there are some changes in your career field coming up. So I do feel like there are some changes there, but I don't feel like this is going to be your only change. I feel like this is going to make a change, and then you may end up kind of like making a more defined change. So kind of redefining or kind of going differently in that area once you kind of pick it out. So know that this is something that's coming into you really quickly. And I do feel like both changes are going to come in 2019. So it's one of those, you got a couple of changes in there. Let's see. It did not move down like it was supposed to. Okay. Miss Christie, I'm glad you get to join us this evening. Post your question and I will do my best to answer it for you. Hello, Miss Sandra. I see you invited friends. I'm always excited to meet friends. Okay. You're very welcome, Robert. Kimberly. Kimberly, I would say kind of your vibration tonight is probably an 83 or 84. You can go as high as a 90 or a 92. It's one of those, and then you can be brought down there, and you know who I'm talking about. There's some people that can kind of bring your energy low. So just make sure that when you're around them and you feel like your energy is much lower than it is tonight, make sure that you're kind of limiting your access with them. And the hard part is sometimes they're family, and so sometimes that makes it a little bit difficult, but do what you can. Let's see. Okay, hold on a second. Let me run and go get my cards real quick. Hold on. I forgot my angel cards. Okay, I know that's crazy weird, but my angel cards were left in the living room because I was working on my newsletter for March, so I finally got that ready to mail out tomorrow. So if you haven't signed up for my newsletter, that's always a great way to start that. So Christina, okay, Christina, the angel card I get for you is meditation. And kind of taking some time to yourself and really think about your next moves that are coming up forward for you. Sandra, angel card. Sandra, I get manifestation, and I do feel like, I know you've asked several times about your coffee business and doing that, so I do feel like that's in the process of manifesting. And make sure that you put some hard dates in there, things that make it more permanent to you. Things that, you know, I need to have this done by X date, I need to have this designed by this date, whatever it is, so that you get that going in the right direction. Christy is asking, when do you think I can see you buying a new house? That could come in as quickly as like late 2019, so November, December timeframe. But I do feel like you're going to be pushing yourself to go faster, to go into this a lot faster than that. I would say for you is that one of the things is if you put it off a little bit longer, if you go in like April of 2020, that's going to give you a little bit more money to put behind you and a little bit better house and a little bit better neighborhood. And I think you'll end up being a little bit happier in that one. Hello, Miss Kelly Jones. Let's see. Moving down the line. Okay. Okay, when y'all ask for a card, ask me what area you want me to pull it in. Sometimes it's easy and sometimes it's not. So, Dorina, I'm going to pull a card for you. This is the card that wants to come out for you. Self-acceptance is the card for you. And it's one of those, accept the abilities that you have, kind of bring everything back in together. And I think you'll end up having a much better, not only March, but a much better, happier life. It's one of those, you've got some abilities that you keep denying, or you kind of keep listening to other people that are kind of pulling you in what they think is going to be best for you and not what's best for you. It's not that they're trying to lie to you. It's just one of those, they're not considering everything about your energy. Okay, Kelly is asking, do you see us selling our house or staying? I kind of, for right now, Kelly, I kind of feel like y'all are going to be staying put. It's one of those, I don't feel like for too much longer. I feel like 2020 or 2020 is where I feel like it's going, and staying put until then, and then I feel like it'd be a job transfer and a house transfer all at the same time. I've got an email question to me. If you are not able to make it, if you email me prior to 6 in the evening, I can print out your email and answer your question. So I had this one sent to me by Iris, and she's asking, will she get the job offer that she desires to have in New York and City? And I do believe it's coming in. I do feel like you're going to find out about it, or you're going to get the paperwork on it, but kind of in March, but closer to April, kind of like the last 10 days or so of April. So that's where I kind of feel like it's going. Charlotte is asking, Charlotte is asking to pull a card for her. Let me know what area y'all want the cards in. It makes it so much easier to know where y'all are going with the cards. Okay, so Kimberly, I know. Hold on. Where was my card? Did I move too far forward? Pulled this for someone and now they're gone off my screen. Okay, hold on. Okay. Dorina, the card I get for you is romance. So I'm getting the card romance, and that's kind of falling in love with your life, falling in love with what you do. And if you don't love what you do, make changes now, don't wait. Jennifer, when will will romance come in your life? I kind of feel like your next kind of romance kind of time frame to kind of, like I said, it kind of comes in on its own scale. And so when that kind of hits for you is July, and that won't end until October of this year, with some new romance coming in at you. And I do feel like, although you've had some very tumultuous relationships, I do feel like you're getting closer to what you really desire in your life. Karen is asking, okay, so Karen's asking if her brother is working on an oil deal. Is it coming? I do feel like it's one of those that it will come through. I do also feel that it's something that he keeps pushing out, kind of like he's kind of afraid of success at times. It's like, I want the success, but then I'm also afraid of it at the same time. So I do feel like that's something that he's kind of duality that he's bringing back into himself. So it's one of those, he's got to get rid of that fear. So Miss Cassandra, okay. So Cassandra wants one in her love life. I get the card support, and so I kind of feel like there are some friends that have like talk to you about different people, or you should think about this guy, or I have a friend who I think you'd really work out with. So I kind of feel like this new person that comes into your life in the romance department is going to come in from a friend. So it's like, look for the support around you. Look for the people that are around you that know you really well, and try them out. You know what I'm saying? Go on a date or two and see how that goes. And then you have the final choice in that area. Hi, Vincent. How are you doing? Sandra, you're very welcome. Charlotte, you're very welcome. Let's see. Stacy is, I know this is strange, everything else. I feel like the grandmother you want to talk to is the one that just passed or recently passed. So I do feel like she has several messages. I feel like there's some issues with the will or the estate. There are some problems there, and it's all about like the fine lines. So there are some things that are coming in there that that are very crazy for her. The problems that you're having are not the problems she expected you to have. She kind of expected some other things to come up, and so you kind of like, I'm really protected in this area, but I'm not protected in this area, is the way I feel. So that's something that's really hard for her to understand. and there's some things that are meant for you to get in the estate, and I do think you'll get them. It will just take a little bit longer than expected. So Elizabeth, talking about your health, let me pull a card for your health, Elizabeth. It kind of may help me push area in that area a little bit better. So, what I get is that you're holding on to some unforgiveness. So the card I'm pulling out is unforgiveness for you. I would say that there's some unforgiveness that you've carried with you for a long period of time, things that you really should be letting go of at this point. Your health will improve once you start letting these things go. Okay, Charlie is asking, does my husband's grandmother have a message for him? The first thing that comes through is I love you, is one of them. And the second one is she is so proud of the man that he's become. And you know what I'm talking about. He really is a really good guy and has some really amazing energy for his family. So let's move down a little bit. Okay, Gail. So, Gail, the card I pull for you is dreams. And it's one of those, I do feel like a lot of your messages come through your dreams. So if you don't already keep a notebook by your bedside and kind of keep track of your dreams that you get, I would definitely start changing that and start keeping a dream calendar. Your dreams are giving you more information than you really expect. If you do have a problem remembering them, ask your angels and guides to assist you in that area. Okay. So Luna is asking, so, Miss Luna, I get for you is new beginnings. And this is a card that I pulled out the very beginning of March. For March this year, there's a lot of new beginnings. It's one of those, don't put things off that you know that you should be bringing into fruition. We also hit March 5th, Mercury goes into retrograde, and that's not a good time to bring things in new. It's time to bring things to the end, finishing things out, letting go of things that no longer work or service you in your life, and then go into that. And so that when this ends, the end of March, I think it goes out the 26th, it's one of those, you'll be ready for the brand new part that's coming in, but you do have a lot more abundance coming in your business, and some new changes coming there. I'm trying to get it to everybody. Cassandra, I did get yours. If you don't see it and everything else, check online in a little bit, and I will post this right afterwards, and so you'll be able to see your message. Daniel. Okay, so Daniel and Julian and Julian in finance. Okay, so I get for you new love. And I know it doesn't really sound like it goes really well with your finances, but it really, really does. It's one of those, I want you to start playing some games with your money. A lot of times what I'll tell people is when I put like a single dollar bill in my wallet or a 20 or whatever else, I'll say quietly in my head, kind of like, bring friends. So you need to get really funny with your money and start honoring your money in a different way. Don't just crumple it up and throw it in the bottom of your purse, or throw it in your wallet or in your car, or whatever it is. Make sure that you're honoring that that message that the money brings in, and just know that it is just a way that we balance ourselves on this planet. It's one of those, it's just the form of payment. We could use anything as a form of payment. Let's see, Megan is asking, will my husband change jobs this year? I feel like if he does change jobs, it'll be later on. But I do feel like he has some spiritual growth in this job, and if he's not tired of it yet, he will be tired of it soon. It's one of those, but I do feel like when he goes, there's going to be kind of a group of people kind of following behind him. So it's not just him that's changing jobs. I feel like there will be several other people that will be changing jobs to the new place where he goes. So I do feel like that's something that's really healthy for a lot of people. Okay, Robert is, okay, let's see, let's go back. Tammy is asking, romance card for me, if anything real this year. For you, I get answered prayers. So if you've been praying for a person to come in and kind of support you in your life, that's what you're going to get. It's one of those, make sure that you get really clear as you start stating your questions and your questions as this person comes closer to you. Make sure that you're getting that information. Okay, so Tony, Robert is asking for Tony for her health. I do feel like she has several health issues. But I do feel like that is kind of coming to a close. But a lot of that has to do with unforgiveness, things that she hasn't let go of for a long, long time. So that's something that she really should be working on, is letting things go. Chastity. Okay, no. Hold on, where are we at? Okay, so Gail is, I think I did a reading for Gail, so we're going to hold off on that one. Dawn is asking, do you see a move for my family this year? Yeah, I kind of feel like late July, early August changing, but I also feel like there's a career change that goes with this. So there are some new abundance things coming in that area, and I do feel like the job is going to be more of an answer to some prayers. Chastity is asking, angel card for romance. Get new beginnings for romance. Chastity, I do get you're getting an opportunity to have new beginnings with, it's not necessarily someone who's new in your life. It may be someone who's a friend, or seeing someone in a new way. I kind of feel like there's several new beginnings coming in there. Okay, let's get this screen to move down. There we go. Okay, Vincent wants an angel card for career. Okay, Vincent, this is your card, miracles. So really think about what miracle dream job you want coming in at you. Where is it? What would you want to do? What kind of money would you like to make? Where are the miracles? What would you like to see? What would be your miracle in this area? Really push your energy in that area. Joanne is asking. I do feel like he will move to LA. It's one of those, I really don't think he wants to or desires to, but he really does want to be close to the kids. So I do feel like He may not be necessarily in the LA area, but I do feel like he would be really close to that area. You're very welcome, Miss Megan. Miss Jackie joined in. We've got Joyce in here. We got Tammy. Charlotte. Let's do a quick one. Health-wise. I feel like your health is out of balance. It's one of those, I would look at this more, I feel like more dietary. There are some dietary things that are coming in at you, and you're not keeping your balance in where your food mixture. It's one of those, like, you're kind of going too many carbs, too many proteins, or whatever it is. It's like you're not keeping a good, healthy balance for yourself, and that's what you really need to work on. Melinda is asking, I'm not sure. So Melinda, your spiritual guide's name, right now, is, Hiktu. And he has not been your spiritual guide for all that long, so he is a brand new one in that position for you. Let's see, Miss Grace is in here. Let's see. Card for our first show at the Renfest. Okay, Miss Jackie, here we go. I feel like your guardian angel has this all under control, so no need to worry. When you start to worry, you freak yourself out and you have bad results. So your guardian angel has this all under control, and you are going to sell amazing items. I've seen some of them. They are just absolutely gorgeous. So I am just amazed at how fast your business is going to grow in this area. So let's see. Courtney is asking to pull a card. Is love. Okay. So Courtney, I get for you enchantment. And that's all about, you know, enchantment is kind of like putting on lenses and looking at them in a new way, looking at men in a new, different way. I don't feel like this would be someone that you're going to already have a relationship with, but you may already know about them, or a friend of a friend, something like that coming in. But I do feel like there's some new energy coming in at you. Okay. You're very welcome, Joanne. If I'd love for any of you to leave me a review on my Facebook page for anything that, if y'all think I've done a great job tonight, I would love to hear your comments on there. I really love to hear those and share those with other people. Joyce is asking for a card. The card I pulled for you, Miss Joyce, is Archangel Michael. And Archangel Michael is coming in and removing kind of some barriers that have been placed in your way, and removing those and letting those go. So just know that that's something that is changing around you. Jackie, I know you're still sewing. You're a crazy woman. It's one of those. So my last one is Kelly. I swear you've already asked a question. Make sure, guys, that y'all only ask one question. It's one of those, it really takes time away from other people. So, and I know this is our last question. We're just about to end the night. But I would love for all of y'all, if you've had a great reading tonight, I would love for you to send me a message through my Facebook page and leave me a review. I love hearing about all of this stuff. And then, like I said earlier, I will be doing a Psychic 101 in May, or in April. I'll be doing Psychic 202 in May, and then I'll also be doing an open to the public group reading May here at my home here in Sugar Land. And my next tour out to Arizona will be sometime in October of this year. So that's some new dates that are coming out. And if you haven't signed up for my newsletter, you can do that tonight. And I have my newsletter ready to email out tomorrow morning. So Kelly is asking for one for her health. So, the one I pulled for you is romance, and it's one of those, you need to show some kindness to your body. You have had some really things that, you know what I'm saying, like you've been really harsh on your body, some things that you could have taken care of a long time ago and you haven't done those. So know that it's something that you need to take care of now and start kind of romancing your body and start sharing some love with it and getting some new healing in there. So fall in love with your body. Okay. Is that it? I think I have 2 more comments. Okay. What do you see happening with my current job? Okay, Grace. So what I get for you is there is some career changings happening. I do feel like this may be some time that you start opening your own business in that area, that you do this on the side, and it may start on the side first and then open your own business at some point. You're really good not only at what you do currently, but you're really good about teaching other people how to do it really well. And there are a lot of small offices that could benefit from your expertise and your ideas that you could bring in and do this as coming in and kind of overviewing or changing a few things or correcting a few things, or doing this in your own house as a second business out of there. And so that may be something that may be really something that you could really enjoy doing and making your own money instead of always expecting other people or, you know, getting your paycheck from someone else. I thank y'all so much. If y'all ever need to talk to me more than one question, you're more than welcome to find me online at www.oneinspiringwoman.com. And I hope y'all have an amazing week. See you in March.